The Denver Nuggets head into the All-Star break as the hottest team in basketball. This team is proving that they are once again legitimate title contenders. They've won 8 games in a row. And Jamal Murray, he is coming off an epic performance, showing shades of his former self as of late. Murray was on fuego in the Nuggets' most recent victory against the Blazers. He had 55 points, a career high, and a new all-time record for points scored by a Canadian, topping Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who had 54 last month. He shot 20 for 36 from the field, and Murray has seemingly turned it around. Through December 8, Murray was averaging 17.8 points per game on 42, 33, and 80 shooting splits. And the Nuggets, they weren't winning the whole time. Despite Jokic's heroics, they were just 12 and 10, outscoring opponents by just 2.7 points per 100 possessions. But since then, Murray's averaging 22.8 points on 50, 40, 92 shooting splits to go with 6 assists, 3.9 rebounds, and 1.5 steals per game. And Denver has gone 24 and 9 since, and its net rating has more than tripled to plus 8.3. I'm going to talk about the Nuggets in this one, guys. Do me a solid. Smash that like and smash that subscribe button for more Nuggets content just like this. So Murray's obviously the key. I said it before. I'll say it again. Jokic has been playing brilliantly. He's in his own level right now. But the key for the Nuggets to once again be championship contenders is Jamal Murray returning to his star level play. And with Murray playing a lot better, the Nuggets have been virtually unbeatable. The Nuggets, they have a 130.3 offensive rating outside of garbage time with Jokic and Murray on the floor this season, according to Cleaning the Glass. And the Cavaliers, whose offense is one of the best we've seen, are 123.9. So Denver is outscoring opponents by 11.3 points per 100 possessions in Jokic-Murray minutes. These guys are fantastic together. And when Murray is carrying his weight and he's playing like this, they cannot be stopped. And this is a duo that we've seen go to work so many times in the past and cause so much havoc for the opposition. And you look at the Nuggets, how they're coming together. That win against the Blazers was so impressive, guys, because the Nuggets became the first team in NBA history to have one player with 50-plus points, who was Jamal Murray. They had another player with a triple-double. Yes, he had another triple-double, Nikola Jokic. And then they had another with 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, Christian Braun. And it was all in the same game. Like, this Nuggets team, they are starting to click. And let's not forget, they're still without pieces. They haven't had Westbrook. Michael Porter Jr.'s been out, but yet the Nuggets, they have been taking care of business. And, Braun has been unbelievable. I got to talk about him. I mean, he's been a powerhouse. In his last 3 games, 21, 10, 6, 2 steals, a block. He had 26.6 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, and then 18, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. He has really had a breakout season. Braun over his last 5 games is averaging 20.8 points per game on 70.6 true shooting percentage, 8 rebounds, 4.2 assists, and 1.6 steals. He's only 23, and he's taken one of the biggest leaps this season. And he has been doing a great job while, starting in 52 of the 55 games for the Nuggets. So I've really been impressed with him. And then with Jokic, I mean, I did a separate video on him the other day. Like, he is so great at this point that, I've run out of things to say about him. Like, whenever you look at Jokic now and you see him put up 26, 15, and 10, it now feels like a general basic Jokic game because we're so used to what he does and the great stats that he puts up. It's like you've become immune to this. You become accustomed to Jokic just playing out of this world, out of his mind. And, he had a really great 2-game stretch there against the Blazers. I said in the last video on Jokic, he is my pick to win MVP. And, to see him just continuously put up these numbers, it is great to see. So the main point of this video is that I'm all in when it comes to the Denver Nuggets. I know there are questions about this team, and they took a lot of heat for not making any moves at the deadline. I believe there were only one of 4 teams who didn't get active in what was probably the craziest deadline ever. But when the Nuggets play like this and you are going to get key pieces back into the mix, like, I think this team matches up well. Like, I think you still got to give the Denver Nuggets definitely a chance in any best of 7 series, especially with Murray and Jokic now coming alive. And that was the concern I had with this team. Murray had gone through some of the worst basketball, dating back to that Canada run. I watched that closely, covering Team Canada. Like, Jamal Murray looked like he had fallen off. It's like, what is going on with this guy? But he has seemingly flipped the switch. And when Murray is playing like this, that two-man game becomes so dangerous. Jokic becomes more dangerous, and everybody else becomes more dangerous. So for as long as that duo is playing at the top of their game, which I think this is when they're absolutely going to lock in and cook, you cannot write off this Nuggets team. And I never really wrote off this Nuggets team because they were still finding a way despite Murray's struggle, just because of how great Jokic was playing. But they were kind of like at a 500 pace. Now they've hit that next gear, and this basically sums it up. They were 15-14 in their first 29 games with Jokic playing Superman, and it still not being enough. But they're now 21-5 over their last 26 games, going into the break as they're going to be entering the most important part of their season. And the Nuggets, they're still going to have to fend off the Grizzlies, Rockets, and maybe even the Lakers. But right now, they're given, I believe, a 42% shot at the number 2 seed. So I think they can definitely get to that. Like, I don't think they're going to catch the Thunder because they're 9 games out and the Thunder have been playing great. But it's realistic that the Nuggets are going to get that 2 seed. And you're telling me you're not going to ride the Nuggets as a number 2 seed to at least the Western Conference Finals? And then if they are matched up against the Thunder, I like the Nuggets in that matchup. I do. I think it would be a great series. The Thunder's bigs are going to be huge in that series, but I still would give the edge to the Nuggets because I give the edge to the dynamic duo of Jamal Murray and Jokic being the best player in the game right now, and the Nuggets being there before and doing it. So I think the worst matchup for the Nuggets are the Timberwolves. So, I mean, if they avoid the Timberwolves in any way, shape, or form, I think the coast is clear for the Nuggets to make another run. I really do. I think right now this team is a legitimate title contender. I know you got to give respect and, give credit to the Thunder, and I know a lot of people have the Thunder being their best team in the West, but for my money, for my bet, if I have to say it in this video, the Denver Nuggets, in my opinion, are the best team in the Western Conference, and I'm riding with them in a postseason. So we'll see what they do from here on out, but I think this is a team that is hitting another gear at the perfect time, and they are making it all work. And yeah, it would have been nice to maybe get another piece for the bench, but you can never underestimate what this team is capable of achieving, especially when you have Jokic and Murray, who is playing really well as of late. So we'll see what the Nuggets have in store for the second half of the season. But guys, let me know your thoughts. Are you a firm believer in this Nuggets team? Do you think they have what it takes to make another title run? Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. That is it for me. Luke signing off. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next one.